What are signs of emotional regulation in children? Have you wondered that? Do you want your children to be better at emotional regulation? Well, it is possible. I'm Nicholeen Peck. I teach parenting and communications as well as family bonding and relationships all around the world through the lens of self-government. And in this video, we're going to be talking about emotional regulation and what is possible. There are certain things that a person does when they are good at emotional regulation. In this video, we're going to talk about some of those skills, and we're going to take it a step further and even give you some tips on what you can do to help your children develop some of these skills so that they are also better at emotional regulation. Let's think of some of the problems that a person has if they don't have emotional regulation skills. So they're going to get overwhelmed, they're going to get stressed, they might over-process on something again and again. They might get gloomy or down repeatedly over things that maybe normal people are okay with. They might get angry or feel like they need to force situations and start power struggling more than usual. These are all indicators that a person has a struggle with emotional regulation. So when a person is able to regulate themselves emotionally, that means they have a sense of self-government. So what is self-government? Self-government is being able to determine the cause and effect of any given situation and possessing a knowledge of your own behaviors so that you can control them. I know that sounds like a really adult skill, and truly we're all working on it our whole lives and probably don't master it fully until we get into our adult years, of course. But a person can start learning self-government from the time they are like 2 years old. They are able to recognize cause and effect. They are able to see that they can make a plan and make a positive difference in their own progression. They can examine themselves, know it's okay to make a shift, and then carry forward with that new plan for themselves and those new actions. This is what it means to have self-government or self-regulation. So how do we know when a person has good self-regulation? When a person is able to self-regulate, there are certain things that they instinctively do. They've trained themselves to do things. One of those things is actually to set goals. So what they do is they regularly think, what do I want to do next? Now, if you think of it, that definition of self-government suggests you would have to set goals because you're making a plan for who you want to become or which direction you want to go, and then you're moving yourself in that direction slowly. That requires accomplishing goals incrementally, bit by bit. So when a person is in the habit of self-regulation, then they are also usually in the habit of goal setting and accomplishing their goals, which means they're also going to hold themselves accountable. This means that they have times where they report or accountability moments. In our family, we have certain meetings that we use for accountability. In fact, in the Teaching Self-Government course, which goes over how to create the environment where a person learns self-government, I talk about 3 different meetings that we have. We have couples meetings, which holds the couples and our relationship accountable with each other. We have family meetings where the whole family holds each other accountable and solves problems together, sets goals together. And then we have the individual mentor meetings. This is the one-on-one meetings with parent and child where you help the child set goals and you check up on how they're doing with their goals so that they have this accountability time so that they follow through. If you don't quantify a goal that you set, if you don't say, I want it done by this time, and then follow up with it afterward, chances are you're not going to develop the habit of following through with a goal. This means timing is actually really important. There are some skills that I want to share with you that are hallmarks of people who have self-regulation. But before I do, click that subscribe tab now because you will want to subscribe to this channel. There are so many videos on here that talk about self-government. In fact, that's what this channel is all about. So click the subscribe now. So what types of skills does a person have? When a person can self-regulate or self-govern themselves, they can do 4 basic skills. These children's books each teach one of the 4 basic skills. The 4 basic skills are following instructions, accepting no answers and criticism, disagreeing appropriately, and accepting consequences. Each one of these skills actually has multiple moving pieces, so they have steps that create a skill set. For instance, the skill accepting a no answer has 4 steps. You look at the person or situation, keep a calm face, voice, and body, say okay or ask to disagree appropriately, that's one of those other skills, and then drop the subject. When a person can do all 4 of those things, whatever no answer that comes their way, they are going to be able to handle. They know what to do, in what order. They have a to-do list, they've practiced it, they've worked on it, and they can hold to it when the time comes. Our life is full of different experiences, but those 4 basic skills actually take care of 99% of the situations that we might find ourselves in. So teaching a person those 4 basic skills is super liberating. It helps them be able to keep themselves regulated all the time. But if you want to take that self-regulation to the next level, then you teach your children the parenting skills that you will be using to help them learn those 4 basic skills. So there are 5 different parenting skills that I use to teach my children self-government. Some of those are skills like doing an effective correction or an effective praise, pre-teaching, intensive teaching, parent counseling. These 5 styles of teaching are things they are going to want to use on themselves as they mature. Any adult who has good self-regulation skills can correct themselves, accept the correction, pre-teach themselves about where they're going, move on, and then praise their success afterward. So really, as we grow, we end up just parenting ourselves. It's not like parenting is something that just happens from a parent to a child. Technically, the principles, if they are sound, can be applied for the person on their own for the rest of their lives. Another hallmark of a person who is really good at self-government or self-regulation is their ability to discuss things openly with other people. They're honest and open in their communications. You can create an environment for open, honest communication with the meetings that I already discussed. So having those individual mentor meetings, couples meetings, family meetings, these open the door to good communication. But also making sure that you initiate communication with your children about certain things so that they have a habit of talking to you on a regular basis about things. Open communication helps a person see their behavior and their thoughts in comparison to yours, and you are the teacher. That is your role. As a parent with the role of teacher, you need to make sure that you are continually teaching the children, and that requires a steady bond. Probably one of the things you notice most about a person who is able to self-regulate is how they feel. And usually a person who is very good at self-regulation has a calm feeling about them. Calmness truly is one of the defining characteristics of a person who has good self-government. But not everybody knows how to get themselves calm, especially when somebody is attacking them or trying to initiate a power struggle. So what do you do to calm yourself? So I have a special gift for you that will answer just that question. On my website, I have a Calm Parenting Toolkit, but I'd like to give it to you completely for free. It's actually a course that you can go through that will help you with the steps of calmness. In the description below this video, there is a link to the Calm Parenting Toolkit. It is one of the top links in the description. Click on that link and you can have the Calm Parenting Toolkit for free. Click on the link now. I'll see you there.